What up? This is Bar Judah. And this is Shed Some Light, where I give insight on things that ain't right, at least in my opinion. Mondays and Thursdays. Thank you for giving me a like, and don't forget to sub. Much love. Let's get into it. And here we go. All right. How are you guys doing on today? I am Judah, and this is Shed Some Light. Today we're going to be talking about Cariol Horne. She was an officer in the city of Buffalo who spoke out against her partner who was applying excessive force on an individual and as a result saved the young man's life. But she was fired. So let's go ahead and get into her story. Actually, here she is talking about how her story relates or could have helped George Floyd. Let's go ahead and listen to what she has to say. She's being interviewed by an anchor at CNN.
You watched the video of George Floyd.
It was heartbreaking because I know that he did not have to die had one of those officers stepped in and intervened. And, from my situation, I understand that I did stop the chokehold and he does live. So for me, it was really heartbreaking, and I cried for 2 days trying to understand why no one would listen to me. Because if police brutality is the problem, then I figured out the solution, which would be Cariol's law. I should not have lost my pension for doing what was right.
Yeah, you had served 19 years, right? You were 1 year shy of your pension. And I see your shirt there. It says George Floyd needed Cariol Horne. But you watched the video and there was no one stepping in, right? And I wonder if you can tell us what it was like for you in that moment to make that decision. What was your thought process when you decided to step in?
Well, I yelled to him. I said, "Craig, you're choking him," thinking that, whatever happened in the house, that he would come back to reality and stop doing what he was doing. And he didn't stop. So I grabbed his arm from around Neil Mack's neck, and, they fabricated a story. But I never jumped on his back like they said. I simply grabbed his arm from around Neil Mack's neck because Neil Mack was already handcuffed. So there was enough officers there to control the situation.
All right, that is Cariol Horne doing the right thing. Even if she did jump on the back of that officer, that still would have been justified because she was trying to save that guy's life. As she has stated that the young man was already handcuffed. There were officers around already. There were more than enough to be able to handle this guy. He did not need to be doing what he was doing. She spoke out. Kudos to her, Cariol Horne. Now she is petitioning for Cariol's law, which would help out for what's going on today. Let me go ahead and read what she is doing for her community. All right. Cariol's law. Let's read about it. That law is named after Cariol Horne, a former Buffalo police officer who was fired after allegedly tried to stop another police officer from putting a black man in a chokehold. The law would protect any police officer who intervenes like Horne did, and protects them if they do intervene. The law would also punish officers who do not try to stop the actions of another officer. And you can read the copyrights there. I will have this information in the description as well, stating my sources here. This is from WKB local news there in New York. All right. So there you have it there. That is Carol's law. She has a petition out She wants this law to become in effect so that those who are whistleblowers, those who are speaking out in righteousness, would be able to have some type of protection under the law and be able to keep their jobs, keep their pensions, keep their positions, as long as they're standing out for the truth and not just standing idly by watching as others die. So we go on ahead and say kudos again to Cariol Horne. Thank you for shedding some light on these things that need to be put into the light. Hopefully, we were able to shed some light on today here on Shed Some Light. If we didn't, please come back again and hopefully that we will. All right, appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful day.